Hello friends, welcome back. So today we're going to look at a very interesting stock from the automobile space, which is primarily dealing in the accessories for the automobiles. So this company is called Suprajit Engineering Ltd, and this is actually a very good company. And let's look at what the fundamental analysis says and also the technical analysis says. Okay, so quickly jumping into the first part where we'll check the fundamentals of the company. Now this company is a decent company which has around a market cap of 4,300 crores, and it does have a decent ROC at 16.9%. The company is trading at right now a P of 30.7, which is, I'd say, probably fairly valued, or there's still opportunity to go up in a bull run. You never know how much a stock PE can run. That's something which you should club it with other parameters and see whether it's really fairly valued or undervalued. But for now, since we use technical analysis, we always have a stop loss, so we don't really care about the PE, but we just want to ensure that the PE is trading at a reasonable range and not a very high range, unless the ROC is really high. Okay, now the promoter holds 44.6%. I'd love to usually have promoters holding more than 50% stake in their company, but that's still fine. They have a very low debt, which is around 0.29% of their entire equity that they have. Now this company belongs, or it started as a single product cable manufacturer, and they were supplying to TVS motors, right? And that was only their single customer client when they started off in 1985. But over the years, what they've done is they have de-risked and they have got more clients, by acquiring other companies or in a lot of acquisitions which they have done, and they have de-risked their single focused TVS motor as their customer. Now, if you see here, the important point to note is that they are a market leader in this segment. They hold a market share of 65% of the mechanical cables which are used in the two-wheelers and the passenger vehicles. Right, and this is shown in their when you see the sales, you will see that they have grown pretty strong or pretty well over the last many years. Now they also did a lot of acquisitions, as I mentioned. You can see this here. You can just go through this and yeah, so let's jump into the financials. Let's see how the company has been performing. Right now, if you see the auto ancillary space, they are one of the smallest companies in terms of sales, in terms of market cap, but they do have a decent ROC and ROE, and the operating margin, if you see, is one of the highest in the among the auto ancillaries business or auto ancillary competitors, right? So that's something to note about. And then just jumping into the quarterly results, the last 2 quarters they have posted one of the highest sales in the last many years. In fact, it's the highest sales that they have posted. And here is something that, again, just like you might have seen the Gillette video, I do love to look at companies where the operating margin is improving, which shows that they are improving the way they operate, and they're trying to reduce, they're trying to increase the efficiencies, because of which they might generate more profits. Now that's something to note about. But except for this -3 because of the COVID, anomaly, I don't see a problem with this company. But overall, if you see in the last year, if this quarter was good, probably the operating margin would have been around 17%. And they did post record profits, 74 crores, 77 crores, and that's a very healthy sign. Now coming to the P&L itself for the annual, based on annual reports, you see they have grown from 250 crores to almost 1600 crores right now. That's almost 7-fold growth in the company in the last 10 years. And that's something shows the hunger of the company and shows the management efficiency and all that. So the 14% margin that you see here should have been probably around 17%, if not for that -3% dip during the COVID crash. Otherwise, I think the profits have been decent, right? Around 143 crores net profit, and the company has been doing well over the years. They managed to grow around 12%, the sales 15% in the last many years, right? So that's good signs that we're looking at, and the stock does look good from fundamental perspective. Their debt has come down from 391 crores. If you see, the debt has been on a rise from 60 crores. They went all the way up to 390 crores, and this year they have seen a reduction in debt. Now, reduction in debt means reduction in the interest costs for the company, and that might add on more to the profits, right? So that's, again, a very good sign, nothing to worry about. And they do have a decent cash flow, and the promoters hold around 44%. The FIIs have increased stake. They did drop the stake after 2020, but again, they have increased the stake to 4.4. The DIIs also have slightly increased the stake, and the public shareholding has gone down. So that's the fundamental aspect of this company, guys. And let's move on to the technical aspects, which is basically the price. Now it's very important to look at what the price is doing, and you want to find the proper entry point for a stock. Now if you look at this chart again, for a parallel channel we need 2 points on both sides. So this point and this point, this point and this point makes it a perfect parallel channel. The stock is trending in a long-term parallel channel. From 4 rupees has gone all the way up to 300 rupees. That's a massive increase. Now that doesn't mean that the stock will not rise more from here, right? A stock which tends to go up will keep going higher. A stock which goes down tends to go down more. So right now what I'm looking at is the volumes have been significant in the last many quarters since that crash during the COVID, and the stock has seen a very significant rise. It's already up 3x, 100 to 300 levels. And right now what's happening in the stock is that we had a breakout over here during the month of October, and then the stock went all the way up until 295 odd levels, 300 levels, and then it had a nice cup and handle kind of a pattern, right? So if you just zoom in, you will see this beautiful cup and handle pattern, and the stock is trying to move again up, right? And we did have a good weekly close, so I don't see why the stock should move ahead, and I don't see it coming down. So stop loss right now would be around 270, 260. That's what I mentioned here. The entry price is around 310, 320 odd levels. So if you get dip tomorrow towards 300, just enter the stock, keep a stop on this, and you can probably let the stock head higher. And if you want to get early access to the stock ideas, then do subscribe to the newsletter. We send this newsletter every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. and do let your friends know about our YouTube channel. In case you like the videos, share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues, share it with your relatives. I'm sure most of them would benefit from this analysis. And stay safe and take care. Thank you.